Worst Take Live. What's happening? We're doing Worst Take Live today. Waiting for my boy Randall to get on so we could chop. Bentley, what up? I like the new music y'all niggas making. I got that record, man. I gotta work on it, bro. But I like the new music y'all putting out, bro. It's good to see you back at it. What was the inspiration for y'all to get back? For you to get back in the game? I knew you sat on the sidelines for a minute, G. It was a breath of fresh air to hear somebody from our era coming out with new material. You know, we dinosaurs now. I started to feel like I was the last one left. And I love the tribute to Marco, by the way, too. R.I.P. him, brother. We've been losing a lot lately. Nah, I figured that hunger never goes away. Man, we've been losing a lot lately, man. R.I.P. Boone. R.I.P. Free AJ. R.I.P. Marcos. Yeah, man, we've been losing some, bro. We getting to that age, I guess, where everything ain't for sure. Tomorrow's not for sure. So my guy ran at. Yeah, Vision. How the fuck could I forget, man? Vision. Man. I've been knowing Vision for 20 plus years, bro. Like, I think I met Vision probably 20 years ago, like in 2004, 2003. Like early Giant shit. I seen Vision so many times out, you know what I mean, at different spots, whether it was Foundation, like one-off battles. Where else? I used to see him at Showcase 626 a lot. Yeah, dude was just an epic person, man. I even used to cop weed from him. Yeah, for sure, man. That guy, and he was nice too. I actually found I found some old battle footage of me battling him. Isaac actually got it. Let's see, Randall in here. Yeah, Isaac actually got it. He sent it to me the other day, but I felt, given the sentiments, I wasn't gonna release nothing like that, but I might do it like on the anniversary or something like that, just to commemorate him. That nigga was an incredible MC too. Off the top, this guy, I mean, written too, he was super nice. I remember doing radio station KPFK with them, with the whole Giants crew. And of course, I think I was closest to him and Os. So shout out to them brothers, man. I know they grieving real bad right now. Sending prayers and healing energy again. There you go. There we go.
What up? What up? What up? What
What's
up?
happening? What's happening? What's happening?
And this new algorithm, it got the lives all the way over to the right. I'm like, what is going on? What is
Yeah, I
going
was like,
on?
I'm on here, G.
I saw it pop up, and I was like, yo, like I don't see it anymore. It's something happened to it. The feds.
We gonna
They didn't like
get a live wire on here today.
they didn't like what we was talking about last time, so they said, yeah, we gonna go ahead and do this.
They cut
Hey,
us.
how can you share the video with everybody? It says share
Yeah,
others to say come
you
watch.
can. You put it in your DM.
It said click share.
Yeah, you click the share and then it go sends it to you like your inbox and shit.
Can I send it to everybody?
Where is this nigga Yeah, man.
Got the new stew, man.
I-
Cleaning up and shit.
Oh, this. Here we go. We got some ignorance. We got some ignorance. We know who to go to for the ignorance.
Serious, man. I mean, here, fucking got people coming in right now. The homo. What's the
What you
word?
on, bro? How you?
Good, man. Just getting this whole building and shit ready, man. I told
I
you
got a.
pop out last
I
time.
know,
Y'all niggas could come over
bro.
here and do the podcast.
When you want to do an episode over there, Randall?
Y'all niggas
Whenever's clever.
could do as much. You guys can come over here as much as you want. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the facility. I know y'all own a whole podcast, but hold on. I'm gonna keep it quiet while y'all talking. If y'all ask me a question, I'll answer. But hold on, I gotta let somebody in.
Nah, you good.
What's the word though? What's the word?
Man, we just over here just
We just
popping
try.
our shit,
We
talking our shit like usual. Just doing it a little different, doing it on the gram, and then we gonna take it from here and post it uh, on our YouTube. So where is this at? Can you say a city?
Private, Santa Monica, north of Montana.
Ah,
Yep.
Right outside. Show you 18 car parking lot.
fire,
Private inside. Which
fire.
yo. Oh,
With
yo.
the grass background, that's perfect for the pod.
this is our lounge area podcast, but we're gonna have a whole studio. This is the master studio.
That's
Fire.
fire. That's fire right
You
there.
got what's his name? Sticks, right?
Yes. He's the producer. He's in here, yep.
Word. I gotta get back with him.
Bro, we got him. Look, here's our live room. We got 250K worth of acoustic paneling, bro. $1 million fiber
Fire.
optic system.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh, hold on, I'm just trying to. So
Nigga,
that's
that's
the
crazy.
subway. That's the live room. See, everything's full sync,
Mm-hmm.
studio sync. Everything's
Yep.
patch bay. We got the IT room. Excuse me, everything's dirty. We just getting in here, but full patch bay system. Everything full fiber optic. Everything's built underground instead of above.
Mm-hmm.
Show you right now.
Control
Studio 2. Oh.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I see you got
Studio.
that Agassi in there.
Come on, man. Now that's the Ravens. That's touchscreen
Oh
Ravens.
yeah, that's for the Ravens. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, no, but we got an Argosy coming in. Studio 3. Don't worry, everything's like all dirty and shit. And this will be done by Monday. This will be the podcast room. We'll have live video switchboard, everything.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, we gotta pull up on you. I gotta pull up on you soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so we gonna
Any here,
start
man?
the first question there. I gotta hit you with the first joint.
All right, what's up?
Is LeBron finally showing signs of slowing down?
No, absolute 25, 9, and 10. No.
Oh, those
Sorry.
his numbers?
25, 9, and 10.
I thought
No.
it was 23, 6, and 5.
No. Last time I checked, like 3 games ago, it was like 25. It's probably 24. Let me check.
You want to check? You want to fact check us, Randall?
24. 24, 9, and 10.
Okay.
I mean, are we going by his numbers? Or are we going based on how he looks?
I mean, how he looks. I mean, 24, 9, and 10. I mean, my thing is this, right?
He looks like the old man.
I mean, well, here's the thing, right? I'm not going to compare him to 2010 LeBron James. It doesn't make any sense. That's not logical. But his race against Father Time, he's winning right now.
Oh, he's the best 40-year-old we've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. And so I don't know how many 25, 9, and 10, 40-year-olds you've seen shooting 50-50. That's insane. I've never seen it. So for me, is he slowing down? No. Is his game changing? Yes. I mean, but that comes with getting older, right? You're not going to be, I mean, Kobe, look at Kobe. We saw the Mamba, we saw less dunks, more shooting. You know, he was getting injured. His back was getting messed up. His legs was getting messed up, banging with people, and he changed his game. and he changed it earlier than LeBron changed his. So is LeBron changing, forming into a new, different form of player? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, would you be at 40 years old? I mean, he's knocking on 40 a couple of days, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
for sure.
I mean, being 40 years old, averaging 24, 9, and 10 is insane, shooting 50-50. That's nuts. If you would have, if I would have told y'all that 20 years ago, that there's going to be a player that came in the league at the age of 22 plus years in the league, he'd be averaging 24, 25 points, you'd be like, fuck no.
No, I never would have. I
So,
never would have thought that happened. All right,
yeah,
Randall, what you
so,
think? You think he's slowing down, Randall?
Yeah, I mean that's obvious. It's obvious. I'm hold on. I'm going through his last couple games just so I can.
yeah,
I just
he's had cold spots in his games the last couple games. I
cold
mean, but that's,
spot,
I don't think,
cold spot. 4 for
yep,
16,
I know, yep.
12 for
But I'm saying
28.
he was 4 for 16. But my thing
Look,
is, we're not going to act like he's never been 4 for 16 before. I can go back to
yeah, but
2010 LeBron. He's been
yeah,
4 for
yeah, but
16 before.
yeah, but
He,
his 4 for
he's
16 look different. This 4 for 16 looks slow. His legs look heavy. He can't move on defense. They do. LeBron can't move fast unless he's going in a straight line.
I
He
mean,
has to
but
get ahead of steam.
what I'm saying is, why are you? But this is what makes the debates unrealistic to me. We are talking about a 40-year-old. We're not talking about a 31-year-old. So what I'm
But I
saying
think
is,
the
what
I
LeBron are
think
you
the point
comparing
is,
him to?
but I think
I'm
the
answering the
point is
question.
the slowing down would be comparing him to his former self,
Yeah,
right?
I asked the question. He said, "Is he slowing? Is he showing signs to slow down?" I'm saying, "Hell yeah." He don't like LeBron of 2 years ago.
Oh,
Let alone 5.
what?
No, he
He
don't like
got
the
the
same guy.
same stats.
Man, stats don't mean
He
everything,
averaged
man. Have you seen him?
25, 7, and 8 2 years ago. He's averaging
Look,
24, 9, and 10.
I mean,
Shooting
It's not just stats though, man. It ain't just stats. You got to look at the total picture when it comes to these things.
like
It's a
what? Like
lot.
what else am I looking at
Uh,
other than shooting, rebounding, assists,
I mean,
shooting percentages, a true efficiency, true shooting?
effect on games, and I think right now his plus minus while he's on the floor is like negative 96, bro.
All
That means
right, do me a favor.
that
Do me a
means
favor.
you
The game you just said 4 for 16. Tell me AD stats.
know who's that? I'll tell you.
Anthony Bennett.
Yeah.
He
I'll
was
be
like 4
waiting
for
here in a second.
16, 4 for 15. He was something like that as well.
I mean,
So is LeBron?
80 still moving though. See, you see what you're doing is you're just throwing a bunch of numbers out there,
No,
and you ask me, does he like he's slowing down? He's getting into the lane. He can't explode. He doesn't have the first step like he used to have. He can only move explosive if he has a full head of steam going straight.
okay.
He can't change directions. I'm
What?
talking about the game. I'm not talking
But
about
what?
the numbers.
But what I'm
I'm saying he
asking
can't
is,
create the same pace he used to.
so you're telling me the LeBron from a year to 2 years ago is different from the LeBron today?
Yeah,
That's
Absolutely,
what you're saying.
for sure.
absolutely,
And that's where
absolutely,
I disagree at.
absolutely. That's because you know
I
why?
think what LeBron is
You know why,
doing,
Prince? You know why?
I think what?
You
Why?
know why?
Why?
Because you're looking at a stats, you're looking at a
No,
spreadsheet, and I'm looking at the game.
I watch. Triune will tell you I watch basketball, but I'm not just looking at stats.
I would
What I'm
love to watch
telling
it
you is
with you, and
this.
I would show you when LeBron gets to the lane,
Let
he start pump faking.
let
That's because the
me
legs
tell
are
you
gone.
why though. Well, I don't. Okay, so here's my thing. Are we talking about slowing down like his body, or are we talking about it with intention? Because that's two different things. I think what LeBron is doing is intentionally playing at a pace now where sometimes he has to slow down
No,
because he knows. I think it's intentional pace.
I'll tell you why.
Well,
I tell you why. The first time you always hear these great athletes, Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron. The first sign I always say the first sign is this: when they get in the lane where they used to just explode up, they get in the lane and they do a pump fake. What's that telling you is them quick twitch muscles aren't working like they used to, and he has to load his body up to explode up. That's not because LeBron wants to slow down. That's simply because his body's saying, "I see it, but give me a second."
Okay, so
Just
so
like you
hold
and
on.
me.
This should have
Just like you and me.
okay. So look. So this should have been something I should have just asked from the get go because I wouldn't even went into this. So you're talking about just body wise.
Yeah, he's
I
slowing
think
down
so.
quick.
Let me weigh in. Let me weigh in. All right. So I do think LeBron is showing signs of slowing down, but I'm talking about within the game. I understand that his production can be the same, and I agree with you. As far as production and effectiveness, I think he's just as effective as he was 2 years ago. I don't think that it's changed that much. But when it comes to within the game, within the lines, yeah, absolutely. LeBron can't get to the same spots that he used to, even from 2 years ago. He's not able to explode in certain areas where he was able to 2 years ago. You could even see it in how he, how he vertically gets off the floor.
Say
It's not as explosive as it was 2 years ago.
right.
Also, when it comes to his 1v1 game, you know what I'm saying, at the end of games or at the end of quarters when it comes to close things out, it's harder for him to get his shot off now than it was 2 years ago. So
Much,
yeah, I do think he's slowing down. Is he less effective? That's a different debate.
I think
But
less
is he but
effective.
yeah, you might think that. I'm just saying that's why it's hard to make that argument. If you're looking at how he affects the game and you look at plus minus, yeah, I guess you can make that argument too. But I'm talking about within the lines. Yeah, I absolutely see him
I'll tell
slowing.
you why I say he's less effective, regardless of stats. 2 years ago, as the number 2 option with the right team around, LeBron can win the championship. This year, the way he looks right now as the second option, he's not going to win your championship as the second best player. You can't
Oh
do that.
yeah, that's where I disagree at. You got bums like Gabe Vincent and a bunch of fucking
I'm
bums.
not talking about his supporting cast with him right now. I'm saying he's not a guy that he can be your first or second best player on the
But
championship roster.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm getting to that. What I'm saying to you is that can look like that when your team's not performing. So when you got Gabe Vincent that took fucking 33s just to make one, when you have certain teammates that are playing inconsistent or not playing at the level that they need to be playing at, sometimes it'll make you look like it's a second option. You can't deliver at at what your job is to do, right? Whatever the job is on the court each time that you go on when you study tape, right?
I know for the last 20 years we've done nothing but blame everybody else for LeBron's failures. I get that narrative that all his teammates, when he doesn't win, it's his teammates. It's never him. But when he wins,
No, I didn't say that. I
but
never said
I'm
that.
not.
I never said
Give me. How about this? I got your question. Give me another player in the league right now that you put him with LeBron James, they're going to win the title.
Steph.
Okay, who else is around him?
What
You need a lot around those two to win. You're going to need a lot around those two to win.
If LeBron goes to Golden State right now with Buddy Hield and all of them, he has more than enough. Get that shit out of here.
That's my point.
Get out of here.
You're making my point.
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron needs a lot more help to win these days.
But that's the point I just made. Did you not just hear what I said? I said his supporting cast is trash. I said that. So it makes him as a second option. You just answered. You just agree with me with disagreeing.
You want to take LeBron and put him on the All-Star team and say, no, yeah, he can do it.
Golden State's not an All-Star team. They just have phenomenal role players. Man, and even Triune to tell you that. They're not a goated team. They have phenomenal role players. Listen. I'm going to give you a good example of that, right? Here's another good example. Kawhi gets injured. He's out again. And then Paul George leaves out. And look how the Clippers are playing. Because you have these phenomenal role players like Norman Powell, who I've been saying forever. I've been the biggest fan. Not only because we play on the same fucking Xbox team, but that's the most of it. But what I'm saying is, I've been fucking with Norman Powell forever.
Norman Powell,
I've been telling niggas,
respect on his name.
Listen, the homies used to argue with me. I used to tell them, that nigga could put up 20 plus. The problem is, he needs the ball more than 7 times, nigga. He needs the ball. So what I'm saying to you is, sometimes with your supporting cast, like right now, the Lakers are a fucking mess. They're a mess. They're still trying to figure it out. You got people injured. You got Vandy still gone. Cam Reddish in and out. You're still trying to figure it out. New coach. So for me, sometimes all that can make a player who we got our eyes on at all times.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
right.
It can look like that.
Let me ask you a question, because I think Powell can actually. I think he can fucking ball. I do. I think he can play. I think he can play basketball. He's really good at basketball. But with that being said, without Kawhi Leonard and without Paul George, you're not thinking about a championship. You're just looking at a bunch of players who can play.
I disagree.
They can't win a championship. You're not serious right now.
I disagree. You wouldn't have said that about the Nuggets fucking 5-6 years ago. You wouldn't say, oh, yeah, the Nuggets for sure can win a championship. Because they had a bunch of fucking young role players. Now, listen,
currently
just hear what I'm saying.
Hear what I'm saying. A bunch of young role players. Hey. They had Aaron Gordon. He wasn't young. They had KCP. He wasn't young. they had a great like seasoned vet role players in Denver. I think that's when they got over the hump to me.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this: the game of basketball now is changing right now. We're at this new like epicenter of basketball where it's like speed and youth now. All the young teams. I mean, look who's .5 away from being the number one seed in the West. Who? The Houston
Uh,
Rockets. The fucking
yeah, but
Rockets.
that's
Yeah,
fugazi though.
No,
That,
but
no,
that's
but
not.
listen
but
to what
vets
I'm
win
saying.
titles.
Listen to what I'm
That
saying.
shit that shit is
It's
good.
not. But just hold on. Just hear me out.
I'm hearing
It's
you.
not fugazi because what's going on right now, if you guys are paying attention to the NBA, you're getting people like OKC, Cleveland, Houston. All these new teams are making, and all of these teams, they run the same exact way. It's this new youth speed and defensive
Oh,
basketball.
It's
Three
all
is we
read.
running
It's
the
all
game.
read and react.
Yes,
Shoot a
it,
bunch of
it,
yes,
it,
threes.
it's
Get
yes.
back
it's
and
what
D the
pop
fuck up
it's
and
what
press the
it's
ball.
literally what Kobe said. It's basketball where you drive and kick. It
Yep.
ain't no rhyme or no reason to it, and there's no predictability to it, and it literally you can't tell where the shots are coming from. But let me explain something to you. Young teams have always ran. Young don't win titles, my guy.
So what
Youngs don't young
were the Denver Nuggets?
they were veterans by the time they won.
No, they
You better go
weren't.
look at them.
Yeah, that's facts.
You better go look at them
Yeah,
guys.
I
Michael
think
Porter
Joker. I
Jr.
think
was a vet when they
no,
won.
Yeah.
but Joker was a vet at that point.
Bruce Brown was a veteran?
Yeah, Bruce
Yeah.
Brown was a vet. Yeah, for
I
sure.
What?
would say, yeah,
Wait. What do we consider vet? I need to know what veteran is
I think
considered.
I
Let's go there.
I think a vet is 6 years or more.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Bruce
the
Brown
average NBA
ain't
career
been
is
in the league 6 years?
yeah, I think he was. You see, around
Yeah.
5, 6 years. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you look, the
I'll
guys
look
on
it
the
up. Go ahead.
team, look, when they won a championship, you got to remember. Okay, so you got Joker and Jamal Murray, who are both vets at this point.
Who?
You have KCP, you have Aaron Gordon, you have Bruce Brown, you have I mean shit, Michael Porter Jr. was like a 4 year guy. He wasn't like
Michael
brand new at
Porter
this point.
Jr. was out his whole first year of his career. That nigga was not a vet.
Yeah, but he was still around the team. That still gives you a leap.
Yeah, but
being
that
around a team
doesn't
gives you a
make
whole
you a
lot.
vet. That's what I'm saying.
No. But I'm saying it contributes to the experience of being a vet. And what I'm
Absolutely. I
saying,
mean, we weren't even talking
yeah.
about that. I agree
So
with that
I'm
for
saying
sure.
being
But
4 years in the league, I wouldn't call like Anthony Edwards. This is his 4th year in the league. I don't look at him as a new guy at this point.
I,
Anthony Edwards is transitioning into
I
you're a vet and you have expectations that
I,
I expect you to
okay,
perform at.
so that's like saying a person has high expectations of a kid, but he's still a kid. So what I'm saying about like Anthony Edwards, who I'm a fan of, I'm a big fan of Ant-Man. I told niggas who Ant-Man was gonna be. Niggas didn't believe me. Two niggas I said was gonna be the next NBA basketball, and nobody believed me. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. I literally told
Yeah,
everybody.
like LaMelo Ball. Ball is a vet to me.
He's not a vet yet. That's what I'm saying. When I look at veteranism, veteranism is not just an amount of years you play. It's when you actually fit into your game and you're not running around trying to figure shit out. I
Look,
feel like
man, LaMelo
Ant-Man.
had
I feel
shit
like
figured out
no.
his
Listen,
rookie
listen. I
year
feel like
before he
I
got
feel
hurt.
like Ant-Man. I feel like Ant-Man. I think because we look at these niggas dropping 23, 25, we just push them up to veteranism, right? But for me, I look at Ant-Man as he is a fucking phenomenal talent, right? He's a
Yeah, for
phenom.
sure.
We know that, but
He's
I
special.
think because of that, we push away how young he is, and to me, the veteranism is when you actually fit into your game. Just because you out there scoring 35 don't make you a veteran,
No,
nigga.
I think
you gotta be.
I think you're talking about prime.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
veteranism. I'm talking about
You're
veteranism.
talking about those prime years where you at your peak.
No, I'm talking about seasoned veteran. That's when I hear veteran.
To me, when you get around year 5, 6, to me, you're a seasoned veteran at that point. If you spend 5 years in your position, you know the NBA, you know the politics, you know your role. Hopefully, especially if you're one of these guys that are cornerstones of winning a championship. You know your
Right.
role. You typically have a good coach. You typically have been coached well.
That's
If you've lasted
not
5,
most
6 years in the
people.
league,
That's not most people.
I mean,
Everything you
if
just
you
named is like
look,
like an anomaly.
if you last 6 years in the NBA and you're not a star, you probably were coached pretty well, or you're
Well,
out the league.
well. Here's my thing. Here's why I said.
I got their roster. I pulled it up.
Okay.
That here.
Yeah,
So
they
that
got
year,
vets, bro.
That year, Bruce Brown Bruce Brown was 4 years in.
Thank you. Not a bit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, relax. KCP 9 years in.
We know
Jeff
that.
Green 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Gordon 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Reggie Jackson 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Joker 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre Jordan 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Michael
Half the
Jordan
roster
4
he
years.
named
Hold
didn't
on.
even play.
I didn't
Half the niggas
guys.
you named didn't even play. Like, go ahead.
Who?
Half the niggas you named wasn't even
Reggie
playing.
Jackson was like your sixth man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
DeAndre Jordan, Uncle Jeff. Keep
Uncle
going.
Jordan.
Jamal
played.
Murray.
What do you mean? Yeah,
5
he did.
years.
Yeah,
Jamal Murray 5 years. They don't have anybody young on that team. That's what we're saying. That's not a young team. That's a vet. Those are vets. Those are all vets, bro.
Young
all those
teams
guys I
typically
mentioned
do not
play.
win championships. Even if you look at the Boston Celtics team, what's his name? Jason Tatum's like a 7-year vet.
We
Jaylen
know-
Brown's like a
Like
6-year
8
vet.
We know they're
like
vets.
He's been in the
But
league.
you're just
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
but okay,
These
but
guys
what
have
about
been in the
okay?
league.
Hold on. But what about what's the white sniper name on the team?
On
Not
whose team?
on Celtics.
You
The white
talking,
sniper.
not Porzingis.
No,
No, we know
He's talking
Stabs.
about-
Stabs is
You
a
talking about
veteran.
the short?
No.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
No,
about.
not Peyton
right
Pritchard.
now.
Not Peyton Pritchard. It's the
Yeah, I
other
thought
white
you
guy.
was talking about Peyton Pritchard.
No, there's another white guy who hit like 6 phenomenal shots for them in the 2 games
Yeah,
when
I
they
don't
was
know
in.
who you talking
down-
about. I don't be watching Celtics ball like
Yeah,
that.
just
I don't know who you talking about.
Look him up the current team right now. So white guy, he's like literally like a Sasha Pavlovich. Like he's like a defensive player and he shoots threes.
So
And
what
he's
about
very
you talking about
efficient.
Sam
There
Hauser?
We go Hauser. That's what I was looking at.
So what
you
about
got-
him?
Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. How many years? Well, Derek White's been in the league. I would kind of consider him a vet.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis,
Porzingis, right.
What's his
Al
name from Florida?
Horford.
Al Horford from Florida.
Yeah, Al Horford.
They're vets, bro. Those are vets.
Right. So I'm not denying those vets. All I'm saying is these vets, the help that they're getting, these like at these last game winning shots and all this stuff, these young niggas is shooting the ball now. It's changing. If you watch basketball now, go look at all the niggas that are putting the Lakers away. Like what's the dude that just shot on the Lakers? Orlando Magic just ended the Lakers.
Teams don't win championships though.
I
All that
do think-
8-game shit, that's different. When it comes
Yeah,
to
I do think there's a
playoffs,
revolution of there being younger
don't work.
players in the league, like because of the react offense, and as well because of the way that these new this new CBA is structured.
yeah.
You can't really have 3 stars on the team anymore because once you get past that first apron, go into the second apron, you start paying a hell of a lot of money on taxes. So they're really trying to have a youth movement, almost kind of like how the NFL does, where they're trying to keep these teams on rookie deals and then kind of turn and burn them.
Right.
So there's more in it, but I do feel like you gotta have a certain amount of veteran talent on your team
Yeah,
to win a
you
championship.
I mean, to me, it's a balance. You have to have both. I don't think you can win without either.
Well, you do.
You've never seen a-
You're right about that.
Yeah. So
You're right about that.
You need some
for me
athleticism.
saying that, yeah, you need, and it's not even just the athleticism. I just think like these young cats now, like you're getting a lot, and it's funny because we contradict ourselves, right? You got a lot of people, a lot of young dudes now who got Mamba mentality. These niggas don't give a fuck. They shooting that ball. They shooting that pill. We don't care. And now it's like,
Slow
oh,
your roll smoking.
you said what?
Slow your roll smoking. Joe.
Kobe,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do it. Come on.
I'm
Reel that
talking
in.
about the mentality. I
They
said
don't
the
got
mentality.
they don't.
What?
They don't.
Okay, so what's the Mamba mentality?
I mean, they don't.
I mean, what
They
is?
don't. They not. They
No,
don't.
that's not what I asked you. I asked you what is the Mamba mentality.
What is it to you? You make the comment. What is it?
I mean,
to you?
Kobe said it what it is.
You
Kobe
mean just
said-
shooting the ball off?
Said it what it is.
You saying shooting the ball off?
It's the number one. What did Kobe say? The number one thing is the Mamba mentality.
I
I
don't
know
know.
one thing
Come on,
is not.
Kobe fans.
I know one thing is not.
What?
It's not load management. It's not flopping.
No, we're not
It's
talking
not-
about that. The
It's
young niggas
shooting
not
off-
getting load management, bro.
It's not
The
shooting.
young
are.
niggas not getting load management.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Anthony
Bro,
Edwards
who-
is
not
getting low
getting-
managed.
it's
Low
not
managed.
shooting-
Getting low managed right now. He's getting
Who?
low managed.
Give me somebody 4 years and under getting load management. Who? You can't even name
Well,
one. What are you talking
but-
about?
Hey, but you set the 4-year bar.
I-
I didn't. I just
No.
simply said I just simply
Ooh,
say
I said
these
what
younger
young niggas
talents
though?
in the
I
league,
hear
these
you.
younger talents in the league,
I heard you say that.
these niggas get a lot. They get load management.
Ooh,
They get
These niggas,
I'm still talking
load
about the young
management.
guys. Who young guys is getting low
Anthony
management?
Edwards. Anthony Edwards gets load
Anthony
management.
Edwards ain't getting no low management. That nigga said, I'll
Yeah.
never do that. Anthony Edwards just
I
said
don't
every
care
nigga
what
that
he
do that is
said.
pussy.
I
He
don't care what
doesn't
he said.
make he doesn't
He
make
has
the
games
rules.
where he'll play, and the next game he won't play,
Thank
no
you.
injury,
Thank
and
you.
he'll walk on
That's
the
what
floor the
it
next
is.
game. I've
Thank
seen him
you.
do that.
Now watch this. Hold on. Somebody just said it. Tills Nils. That's the number one thing. The number one thing with Mamba mentality is to say is the two top things. It's killer instinct and fearlessness. It doesn't mean that you're going to be efficient at doing it in the beginning. I said these people have the mentality of Mamba now. You got a lot of dudes that are coming out here like Jalen Green. Listen, Jalen Green's having a phenomenal year this year. Last year, that nigga, go look at his shooting efficiency. He was terrible. And like he said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep shooting this bitch because I don't
He
care.
sure did because he
Now,
didn't
I
give a
don't give a fuck. Nigga, I'm
fuck.
getting a max contract. I'm going to shoot this. Look at LaMelo Ball. Them niggas is, listen, LaMelo having a 30-point game going 7 for 25.
How many
Them
years
niggas
has
don't give
LaMelo
a
been in the
fuck.
league? How many years he been in the league? 5 years?
LaMelo like 4, 3, 4?
Nah, been longer than that.
2019, 2020. 2020, right?
That'd be 5 years, sir. It's
No,
2024,
no.
2025.
5 years would imply that he's in his fifth year, but he hasn't been
Yeah,
5 years in.
he's crossing into vet territory to me.
He is, but he's not a vet yet. Now, all I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
to
he's
you
not a
is, if you
young guy
ask the
either.
NBA,
He's not a young guy
no,
either. He's
well, the
not a
NBA
vet,
considers him a young guy.
but he's not a
When
young
they
guy
say
either.
young talent, they bring up Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Victor Wembanyama. Let me tell you,
No, no,
everybody,
no,
they just had a
no, no,
list.
no, 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 no. So let's reconstruct that. Not when they say young talent, when they say young stars, they
Yeah.
say Anthony Edwards, they say LaMelo Ball. When
No,
they say young
young talent.
talent, they're talking about Victor Wembanyama. They're
No,
talking
no.
about those guys.
ESPN just had a list of the best top 10 best youngest talent in the NBA right now. LaMelo was on there. Victor Wembanyama was on there. Anthony Edwards was on there. Cade
Well,
Cunningham
good.
was on there. They were all on there. You
Well,
got to
guess who
understand, them
this
niggas are
live?
not far from
Well,
age from
guess
each other.
who this live is not sponsored by? Disney.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
You have to
What?
understand, Disney has a financial gain.
Oh my God! Disney
They
did
do
not make that, man. Come on,
1,000%
dude.
they do. They
Disney
have a
is
financial incentive for
no.
making picks.
Disney is taking from Basketball Reference and a bunch of other things. They're stat patters. They are micro mini stat managers. That's what they do. They're not just randomly making up shit. They are showing things based off of what other people have taken. They've seen. Yeah, that's all ESPN does. They take that shit from Bleacher Report. They take that shit from all of these third-party companies that start off as small companies and end up getting sponsored by these dudes because they're the actual stat scientists, the people who are actually watching the game.
All
So
right,
what I'm
let's
saying
pivot.
is,
All right, let's pivot. Oh, let's pivot. Let me get your top five NBA power rankings right now. Who's your top five teams in the league?
teams to
Yep.
to now,
Power
like
ranking
playing performance now.
right now. Who's your power rankings right now today?
Okay, I got Cleveland at number one.
Okay.
I mean, you're saying right now, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna go
right
off right now.
now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not hating on
All
that.
right. I got Cleveland at number one. I got uh either or could take the 2 or 3 spot, Golden State or Houston.
Okay.
You could swap those whatever way you want, second or third. I really doesn't matter to me. Fourth, I would have to probably say uh, Celtics, and my 15 would probably be that's tough. My 15 would either probably be the Mavericks or it would either be the Mavericks or the Clippers.
Who you got, Randall?
Boston number one. Boston's number one. I flipped that. I went Cleveland first time. Second is OKC. Third is
Oh, my bad. Oh, That's what I missed. So yeah,
Oh,
okay. So
you can redo yours. Let Randall
Yeah,
do
yeah.
yeah.
his.
I got a list. I'm putting a list
No,
in
go
front of
ahead.
me. That's why. So I can remember everybody.
I forgot about OKC.
Oh yeah. Okay. So second is OKC. Third, I would probably go. Power rankings. I mean, it could change. It's probably gonna be Cleveland at that point. I think Cleveland's legit. I think Cleveland's definitely legit. Fourth, I'm gonna go Orlando.
They've been hooping.
Orlando's
Them
pretty
niggas
fucking
been
good.
hooping.
Yeah. And just because they're there, I don't think they'll stay there. That's not sustainable. I think fifth is probably Houston, which is crazy because the East is the records are going to be inflated on the East because they play the East. So as opposed
Who
to
you talking about?
just in general, like you got like if Orlando played in the West, they wouldn't be where they are.
Orlando.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Orlando played in the West, they wouldn't be where they are, right?
No, not at all.
If Cleveland played in the West, they wouldn't be where they are.
If
like,
Boston played in the West, they wouldn't be where they are.
yeah, they probably be the best team, but their record would be different.
Yeah,
It'd be different.
sure.
It'd hit
All right,
different.
I'm
So
gonna get mine off. I got Cleveland, I got Boston, I got OKC, I got Orlando, and then I got Dallas because they're on a 5-game winning streak right now.
that's
They edged out Houston because they're on a 5. They're on one right now. But
You know, Houston point 5 away.
Houston's my
Number one.
yeah. Houston is my 5.
Hey, I can't stand Houston, but I can't hate. I'm never been a hater, man. Them niggas are.
don't worry.
They just beat OKC.
They're going back.
They just beat OKC last night.
Man, that shit don't matter.
Yeah, but we gonna see. Look,
Them
bro.
niggas.
82 games, the long season. We gonna see.
They're 22 games
Yeah.
in, which means
Yeah, but I'm saying,
they got 60 more to
that's
go.
still dangerous, man. Listen,
Hey, 82 games is a long time. We gonna see.
That is true, but them niggas are in the West, man. Like, we're not gonna act like these niggas are in the East. They're in the West. And just last year, them niggas was like 13th or 14th. Them niggas, hey, you gotta give credit with this dude. That's why they up in that second, third bracket to me. I gotta give it to them because having a young team with a young coach, that shit ain't easy, man. So, like, to do that and come out.
They got Ime Udoka over there, right? In Houston?
Yeah, he's a young coach.
They got a hell of a coach over there.
No,
yes,
but he's a young coach.
Got one of the best coaches in the league over there.
I know. Yeah, especially
I don't consider him young.
Yeah.
I don't consider him young.
He just came into the scene a couple years ago.
No, you just heard about him a couple years ago. He's been around for a long time.
He's been in the coaching circles for a long time.
Yeah, I know that, but we're talking about head coach.
Head coach.
Listen, vice president ain't president, nigga. That's what I'm saying. So stop that. That's why Kamala ass ain't get. We don't give a fuck about you being a vice president. Nigga, Uncle Donnie, nigga. I told everybody this bitch. Nigga. And ask Triune. I've always been like this. Uncle Donnie and this bitch. Hey, Triune, did I not say he was going to come back and win? 4 years ago, I said that.
Yeah, you did.
All right, nigga.
You did.
That's the blackest president we ever had, nigga. That nigga won presidency with felonies, nigga. You ain't never seen it. Nigga.
You're crazy, bro.
Name me one black president ever did that. That nigga got felonies.
You're not doing politics. You're going to get the live cut. Chill.
No, Trump run the live. We good.
I just want our listening audience to realize that felonies aren't attributed to just black people.
Let's get that
right.
You gotta do a little bit more. You gotta do a little bit more to be black than have felonies.
Okay, that is true. And also,
I'm a black man that don't got no felonies.
Yeah, me neither. Me. But I do also want to thank the live for whoever did vote for Uncle Donnie. Thanks for putting our second black president in office. I appreciate that. It's been an honor. Thank you guys so much. Because of you guys, we're gonna be able to, on the other side, the other one that could have been, could have won. They're only chemically balanced 8 days a month. Thank you for.
All right, we changed the subject. Kendrick,
thank you.
Announced his tour with SZA. And the only stop in Canada is Toronto. I gotta get your thoughts on this.
I don't even care, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. After me getting in with executives and talking to people what's really going on, I really don't respect what's going on with the whole Kendrick situation. And I'm not saying that the nigga won the war. He won. We not, you know what I mean? When nigga win, he win. But after what I found out about Kendrick, and I have physical statistics to back all of this, I was done.
All right, well
I
then
at that point,
get into it then. What happened? Can you
now,
say?
I can, but I'd have to explain it in NBA terms.
All right, go ahead.
That's the only way I'm not gonna get dinged for this. All right,
All right.
so all right, Drake. Let me make it easy for you. Drake was Giannis, right? He was in for a supermax deal. And to get the supermax deal, you have all these stipulations and things in a contract that you must be able to complete in order to get your supermax deal, correct? In the
First
NBA.
team, first team
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
NBA.
there you go. All right.
You got to
All
play
right. Because I can't say this.
65
So I'm not
games.
saying any names, but you guys hear me. So, so, so what happened was, let's say this specific team didn't didn't have the money to give.
They cut him. See, they cut him. Can you hear him?
He froze.
Oh, see, they cut him because he talking crazy. Oh, shit. I told niggas, man, chill. See, they cut him. I,
Man,
so what you think about it, bro?
I mean, what am I talking about? The stop, or am I talking
Yeah,
about just?
to stop in Toronto. Like, what you think about that and the tour?
I mean, you feeling froggy? Jump. I think that's what he's pretty much saying. Like he doesn't feel like Drake or his minions or Toronto's really gonna touch him, and I don't think anything's gonna happen either. I think that they're gonna have a great show. I think they're gonna have 20,000 people in that building, and they're gonna be yelling "Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile," and it's gonna be loud. I don't know if I don't think that people love Drake like that. You know, everybody's acting like Drake is all of a sudden Tupac. You know, people love Pac. People love Pac. Like, no disrespect. You know, people cry when Pac died. If Drake killed over tomorrow, I don't see a lot of crying going on online. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. People don't love him like that. They love his music and they love what he brings to the music. I don't think they love him in that sense. So as far as the stop, man, it's Toronto. It's one of the biggest cities in North America. I would stop there too if I was him. And you got SZA? Oh, that shit going up in Toronto. They can be, and it might not be the only date. I think they left enough room to add a date or two, just like they did everywhere else. If you look at how it is structured, it's let's see the demand, and then they're gonna start adding dates here and there to different venues. This thing is gonna be a big tour. It's gonna end up being a bigger, longer tour. At the end of the day, in my opinion.
I don't know if I see that. I looked at the dates too. Maybe I gotta go back and look at them again. But I don't see that. I thought this tour was very, very calculated and very intentionally put together.
Absolutely.
To have the only out of country stop be Toronto was definitely sending a message.
1,000.
I love it. I love what it means. I will say this though. Toronto, just like anywhere else in the world, has real ones that are there and
Absolutely.
people that are willing to crash out over stupid situations, stupid reasons. So I just hope that, and I'm pretty sure, they're very intelligent people over there. But I just hope they're intelligent to know that they need to invest well in security
Oh
and
yeah.
make sure that Doc gets there safe and gets out of there safe and make sure that there's no breach in that. Um, but aside from that, yeah, I mean, of course, Doc has fans in Toronto. Of course, it's gonna go up. I already know it's June 13th.
Something like
That's the
that.
day, right? I mean, we can mark it on our calendars now. It's gonna be the internet's gonna explode. When 20,000 people in Toronto say A minor, it's gonna be another shot.
Because at the end of the day, Kendrick don't got a problem with Toronto. He has a problem with a person in Toronto. He has a problem with
And
Toronto.
he's probably gonna say that.
1,000%. He's gonna get on that stage and say, "I love Toronto." You know, in one of his disses, he mentioned a place in Toronto that he likes to eat. In other words, he's been there enough to know I have a favorite restaurant there that I love going to. I love Toronto. I don't fuck with this dude. There's a difference here. I don't fuck with him. It ain't about all y'all. You know, it's gonna be on some. If I didn't say your
Yeah,
name,
it's
then
gonna
this
be
ain't
on
for you.
some. It's gonna be on some corrupt shit.
Yeah, if I didn't
I
say
love New.
your name, this ain't for you.
Nah, it's that other shit. I love New York, but the niggas that represent y'all
Yeah,
ain't shit. New
shit.
York, they acting like a bitch. New York, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of thing where I think Kendrick has that kind of energy. Like I don't have a problem with Toronto. I got a problem with the nigga that reps y'all.
Yeah,
Like that kind of shit.
and I can see him bringing acts from Toronto on stage to open up for him. I can absolutely see that. Like, yeah, I fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with that man.
Yeah,
So, you know, it is what it is. You know, hey, like you
yeah.
said, hey, look,
That's
it's all about. Hey, I love when you with the melodies. Just don't act tough. Just don't act tough, man. Don't act tough. And Drake is doing way too much acting tough right now.
yo. You see this custard thing he did? That's the most corny shit I ever heard in my life.
I look. You know, I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I enjoy his music. I don't think it's very deep. I'm not a super fan. I enjoy listening to Drake.
Yeah,
Put me on the team, Drake, because some of this shit you doing, I'll be like, nah, that's not it. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not it.
yeah. I
That's not it.
usually.
And any of these niggas who telling you do it and telling you it's a good idea, they don't have your best interest at heart. They just saying yes because you Drake. Nah, man, that ain't it.
Yeah,
He
usually they move more calculated than this. I'm surprised at some of these moves. It's like every move is cringy. Like, niggas, just go away.
It's like I told you, man. It's like I told you. It's like deep cover, right? When you go in deep cover, like cops go in deep cover and they get foggy. They go so deep and
Mm-hmm.
so long, they get foggy. They forget what's
Pause.
reality.
Pause.
Hot pause, yeah.
Pause.
They forget that line between reality and what's made up. I think that in the way he's crashing out, I believe that he started believing that Aubrey Graham was Drake. No, that's just a fictional character you made up, my guy. That's not really who you are. And it's okay to separate those two because he crashing out like he thought he was Superman and Superman lost his powers. Like this how Superman would act if he couldn't fly no more. If Superman can fly, that's what he would do. He crash out.
All right, my bad. That was
No,
on
you
me.
good.
My phone's dead. The Fed's trying to get me. Imagine.
I told you. Shut up.
As soon as you start talking about the Jewish Superman nigga, they start chopping shit around here, bro.
No, my battery was dying, and I thought I had it charged the whole time. It wouldn't even plug in.
Soon as you said Giannis, that nigga just froze.
Nah.
So yeah,
That
Giannis.
nigga just froze.
So
Nah.
Giannis, the team couldn't afford Giannis. So what they did was stop playing him, took him out the game for certain minutes so that he couldn't get his contract. So one specific person was due to get $600 million for a contract for the next, was it 3 years, 4 years? $600 million. And what they did was they took another specific person and pumped up and botted all his numbers. And that is the reason why Giannis is suing.
So I have a question.
The team.
Why wasn't it an issue when they was doing it for Giannis?
So
Because those same bots were used for Giannis too.
so let me let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Giannis
Talk to me.
Giannis didn't have 70% of bots, and that does make a big difference. They've already ran the numbers, and it was 70% from all of the. I'm saying from the other player that was on the other player's team, right? They did a track together dissing Giannis. So from that track,
bro,
all the way
I hear you.
up to
I hear you. This sounds like this is coming from a consumer. It sounds like sour grapes, and you can't tell me this song ain't as big as it is. When you open up your Instagram and you start seeing 50,000 people yelling,
no.
It's big as it is.
Well, I'll tell you this. The difference in me and most people is I'm not an artist. I'm a marketer, and I know how it works. And I've studied all the systems from inside out. And yes, it does make a difference. It makes a big difference. You can't talk about it being 50,000 places when you're paying for it to be 50,000 places. So we can't say that like as if, and especially
music is
wait, hold on. Especially the specific person who we look at as the natural super creator the naturalist, the one who is against the machine, when we're looking at that using
We'll call him
70%.
Westbrook. We'll call him Westbrook.
Yeah. So, using that. There we go.
We'll
So
call him
Westbrook,
Westbrook.
for
I'm gonna
sure.
keep it tall. I'm gonna just keep it tall. My perspective is simple. Um, I'm gonna talk about accountability on Drake's part first.
Giannis.
My bad, on Giannis's part first. Um,
Can we call him
you
AG?
shouldn't be getting in palace brawls in contract years. Ignore Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Don't you know what I'm saying? Like, if Ron want to fight, do what Kobe did. Just put your hands up and walk away. There's no reason to get into a malice in the palace in
the
a
contract year.
contract year. That's just stupid.
Now,
Number two,
I agree.
number two. You and I both know this. Labels are reactionary. Labels are not the first to act on anything. They see fire and they pour gas. There was fire around Not Like Us and they poured gas.
No.
Hold on, because
go ahead.
that's where the investment was going to get the biggest return.
That's not
So
true.
yes,
But go ahead.
so yes, they may have used bots, they may have used or fake refs, they may have used fake fans, they may have used all those things. But I do know that these things are applied to any hot record.
No.
All of them receive a
No.
hot record.
But like I said, with Westbrook, we don't look at him that way. And in 80% of the Giannis diss tracks was a person literally talking about the same person that he was using. That nigga that signed that nigga that signed that nigga that signed that nigga. Talking about all the labels, talking about Giannis's rich daddy, his label daddy, right? Talking about all of this stuff, but you were utilizing them the whole time. And for me, that's a problem. And we're not talking about they not like us. We're talking about the bots it was just as much on the track with the other basketball players that first started all of this, right? So the other track with the other basketball players that started this, that Westbrook was on. That
wasn't what started this, but go ahead. Speak your piece. That wasn't what started this, but speak your piece.
That actually is what started this. But that track, it like I said, the difference of me and a lot of other people is that
there's 4 words that killed Giannis. And
those
words were drop, 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 drop. Giannis asked for it. He wasn't out there. He's not an innocent bystander on the corner that just got hit. No,
he was shooting.
He was on the corner on some YBN Duel shit, fucking asking for it. Nigga was outside.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not. Listen,
Prince, respectfully, you can't be on the block throwing up the set, then get mad when you get shot.
You can't do it. You can't. You're knocking Fuse at his door on his bread. Hey, how come you haven't dropped yet? Calling him the P word and a whole bunch of other shit. He was like, what are we talking about here?
That wasn't even what I was on. I'm talking about the lost to part. I already said that Giannis lost the war. I said that already. So that was the beginning of the statement I made.
I'm saying Giannis asked for it, though.
That's fine, but I'm not talking about that. My thing is, the nigga who we're looking at portraying something using more than the person he's making fun of. I can't respect that. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't respect that.
I respect the out of it. I'm going to the concert.
Well, go ahead. Well, if that's the case, then why don't we respect that in hip hop for Giannis? Because that's all people say.
I mean, see,
about
You see,
Giannis.
that's where we disagree. That's
Yeah.
where you and I would disagree in regard to Giannis because Giannis has played every style of basketball there is.
Every,
Giannis has appropriated every style of basketball there is. So Giannis can't be upset when somebody switches up on him when Giannis's very signature move is to switch up.
No, I'm not talking about the switch up. I'm talking about hip hop labels Giannis as can never be one of the top greatest because of bot users.
no,
That's a
that's
fact.
No, that's
that's
not the
not why they
reason
say
why.
that.
That's
That's
That
not
not
is the
why.
reason.
that's not the
They
biggest
say
reason
he
is he don't
can't
write
be
his own
top
shit.
top. Yeah, they
He
say
don't
he
write
can't
his
be
own
top
shit.
because we heard
We
reference
heard
tracks. That's why.
the
No.
reference track.
Listen to what I'm
I
saying.
don't never say
So,
that. I say because of
I,
reference tracks.
there's a physical thing on Most Def amongst other executives talking. We're not talking about the fucking fans. I don't care about the fans because fans don't even do no fucking research. I don't care about what a fan say because all of that referencing shit, they don't know shit about 90s hip hop because them niggas have referenced and been written for. Nigga, Wu-Tang Clan was getting written for. They're like, let's not
And if
play stupid. Like
I ever heard
we're not gonna
Yeah,
do
the
that.
reference track,
yeah, but here's the thing.
but another thing is this: I don't put no Wu Tang niggas in my top five.
I didn't say you
Facts.
did. I'm
Facts.
just saying even all the way down to
Re-
Jada.
respectfully,
You see
But
what I'm saying? Like
Jada's not in
Prince,
my top
Prince,
five.
Prince,
I didn't.
Prince,
Respectfully,
but you also have, and I understand that everybody, just about everybody's collab with somebody, right? I understand that, but what I'm saying is the amount of written material that Drake spits out of his mouth is more than most of those people that you're mentioning right now, and it's not even close.
Wait, what do you said? Reading material,
written
or did you say
material.
written
Written. I'm sorry,
material?
written. My bad. Written material.
Okay,
It's almost like he goes in the studio like an R&B singer, and it's a team of writers in there, and it's getting
okay,
done in that fashion.
okay. Now watch this.
And this isn't me guessing. This is him saying that it happens that way. This is Drake
No,
admitting that.
well, since you're saying that, let's talk about what Drake admitted. Drake didn't admit anything of rap writing. He said all my tracks that have been written and referenced have been R&B tracks. That's the difference. So
That's
go
not
back
true
and go
though.
watch
That's
that.
I
not true
heard
though.
that
Hold on,
That's
reference.
hold
not true
on.
I
though.
heard that
Because
track. I
some of them
heard that
Ken
reference of
Miller references with
Mob
no
Ties.
R&B.
It's the exact same words, the exact same
Mob
flow,
Ties is
cadence, and
not
everything.
a rap song.
I'm sick of
I
these
know,
niggas.
but some of
GLE
them records that
in that
Quentin
Lambo moving fast. That's not a rap track. Rappers do not consider that rap. I'm tired of that. That is a crooning track. Rapping is nigga. Rapping is she got a thing for the man before she can speak English. Do you love me or love seeking attention, ma? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm in a spiritual lifting, but I don't fly spirit. That's rapping. We're not gonna talk about that. Him, did it him in that GLE in that Lambo moving fast. That's not a rap track. So let's talk about hip hop, rap, not the aesthetics of him singing. That's him singing. Okay? That's singing Drake. And remind me I'm your father.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about them Quentin reference tracks on If You're Reading This Is Too Late. I'm talking about
once again, the Quentin reference tracks were singing tracks. Running through the
we're
city
not.
with my woes. Yes, it was.
Bro,
That's a singing
that's
track.
not singing, dog. That's not singing, dog.
What? Running through the six with my woes. What
You're
is that?
singing it right
No.
now. You're singing it right now.
What? Hey, Diego, come here real quick. That's a singing track.
So let me ask you a question.
Bro, me
If
singing.
if you have an R&B hook, you're not rapping?
That's not singing, bro.
That's called crooning. That nigga didn't say, yo, I was running through the six, nigga, with my woes. That nigga wasn't rapping.
So hold on, let me ask you a
why you
question.
say it like that?
So my
why
question is this.
These niggas,
My
tell
question to you is this.
Running through the six of my woes, I'm telling him, right? We're talking about the Drake reference of actual songwriting. Yeah. And I tell them, one thing Drake has said is, no one writes my raps. The stuff people write are my R&B tracks. Yeah. They reference Quentin, which everybody does. It's the same ABC 1, 2, 3 reference. Nobody can find anything else, only the Quentin reference. The Running Through the Six.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Drake is singing on that track.
Like
Running through the six when my world. You talking about nigga? That's rap. That's not rap, nigga. That's
You
singing.
singing it right now.
They gonna give
You
you a
No,
check.
Drake is singing it.
Okay,
That's how he
OVO,
sings on the
give
track.
this nigga a check, man. Please give him a check. He earned it.
Sheldon and live
He earned
forever,
his check.
man.
He earned his check.
Sheldon should
I
rise
ain't
up.
mad.
He's singing on the track. What do you mean?
Look,
What
That is
about the
not a
part
rap
when he
track.
raps? What about the part when he raps right after that?
The part where he goes, you know how that shit goes.
Subaru
You know how that shit goes.
better than bad. That's his rapping, dog. And I heard
That's
Quentin say all
crooning.
that
He's
shit.
still holding a melody to the rap. He's crooning.
wow.
That's what crooning is. Let's look up the definition of crooning.
Wow.